What's going on, internet? It's your boy Eric Bandholz. Hope all is going well on the other side of the internet. Want to do a little bit of follow-up video on a post I posted on Beard Brand's channel about hate, bigotry, intolerance, and a little bit of follow-up on that and some clarifications. So, if you haven't yet seen the video, posted it today, and the basic premise of it was I was calling out people who are assholes on the internet, and I told them that essentially if you're an asshole on the internet, you're wrong, right? You're not a good person. You're not making life better. Now, I keep my videos on Beard Brand a little bit shorter, but fortunately on this vlog, I've got the ability to go into a little more detail, maybe give some clarifications for where people might be a little bit, maybe they didn't interpret my message exactly as I intended it, or maybe I didn't do the best job of telling the whole story. So, a little backstory is a little bit about our channel Beard Brand. We do these, we call them barbershop series, where we go into a barbershop, we film a person getting their hair cut, their beard trim, and then we rinse and repeat. We've got a few different barbers, and we've got all sorts of random people. And it's not something that we do casting calls for. It's not something that we plan out. It's Carlos will head to the barbershop, and he'll hang out there for like a day or two, and wait until he sees some people coming in. And then it's up to the person to get the haircut they want or the beard trim they want. And we are very lucky that, first of all, the barbers allow us to film their work and allow us to show them, show the world what they've learned and their techniques. And then we're also very lucky that these people will allow us to show them getting their haircuts. And these are, like I said, they're not male models, they're not people from casting calls, they're just ordinary people. They're the people that come in from off the street, and we don't tell them what hairstyle they should go with. So on one end it's challenging because I want to give a variety of haircuts and styles, but ultimately it's kind of the fate of the people who come into the barbershop. Now my fear is, and the purpose of the video that I created was, there has been a lot of negative comments. And now, first things first, there's a difference between constructive criticism and negativity and hate. So I want to clear that up. So if there's criticism toward, like, really the cut, or to the quality of the video, the audio, you know, the topic, maybe the haircut style is getting repetitive, all those things is very helpful. I encourage those coming back, just like I would hope to be able to read and improve, because that feedback is so vital to our channel, to be able to take that and make modifications based on what our viewers want. But there's a growing amount of just like pure hate, and it would be hate directed to the people getting their hair cut. You know, they would call them, like, if they cut their beard shorter, they would call them women. They would, you know, call out zits or, you know, imperfections or style aspects of them. Very hateful, mean-spirited ones. And, you know, at Beard Brand, we have a rule. If it's directed towards me or like Carlos, like, we do this for a living, we can handle those comments. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, the purpose of that video, like, I wasn't personally bothered by all the hateful comments, but the people who are getting their haircuts, they're not used to being in front of 250,000 people. They're not used to having a video of them in front of like hundreds of thousands of eyeballs, and they're not used to the negative comments that come out about it. And we have a policy to delete any negative comment that is directed toward the person getting their haircut. And generally, if it's also directed to the barber, and in not a critical way, if it's just disgusting, then we also tend to delete those, because I want people to want to be on our channel. I want people to show their hair getting cut. I want people to see the various barber skills. And these people aren't getting paid for that. They're donating their time and their privacy and all that to share it with the world. So what I wanted to do, because I can't be moderating the comments on YouTube 24/7. I can't be sitting there looking at every single comment and deleting it. But what I can do is try to encourage the community to stand up for positivity and encourage the community to, let these hateful people know that it's not okay to be a dick on the internet just because you're anonymous. It's not okay. And then I took it a little bit further, and it was like, the point of the video was like, we are different people, right? I've got a different nose, different everything, different beard. And some of it's by choice, and some of it's by genetics. And the things that I do by choice, it's okay. Like when I chose to go shorter with my beard, that's okay. A lot of y'all prefer the long beard, and I like the long beard too. But I also like the experience of change and growing it out. So I think it's really relevant to the journey and the experience of growing out a beard, right? Like, because we do deal with these pressures from people telling you, hey, I want you to look like this. You're only a real man if you grow a long beard. Or you look like a homeless guy if you have a beard, shave it off. So like that stuff comes all over the place. And I think I was talking to one of our new hires, Sylvester, he's our customer service guy. And he's telling me, it's like, I'm going to butcher the quote, but it was something along the lines of, the world will destroy when good people remain silent. And I think there's a little bit of duty, a little bit of like responsibility for someone like me who does have an audience to encourage positivity. Now, let's be clear. It's a little bit of like, do as I say and not as I do. I do understand the hypocrisy of my method of how I communicated in that video. It was a very emotionally driven video. I was very direct. I was saying, you are wrong, you're an asshole, you're intolerant, da 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 da. But the reason I did it that way was, first of all, it wasn't directed to one particular person. So I wasn't calling out people. I was calling out the general process of people who use hateful comments. And the other thing I want to talk about is, it's not really directed to the people. Like, I said it in the video. I said, like, you can change. Like, it's not the person who's the problem. It's the tactics. It's the way they communicate that's the problem. And by working on communication and working on the way you get your message across, first of all, your message is going to be that much more effective. When you relay a message in a positive light, then you're going to get more respect from other people. And you can kind of see it, like in my comments. Like my video is almost certain proof that when I call out these, when I make very definitive, aggressive type of videos, then I got some really aggressive type of responses from people who said I was wrong. And it's like, by having that aggressive language, you are making it come back at you. So yeah, I get that there's a little bit of hypocrisy from it, but there's also something about utilizing emotion to get people to really to feel and to think and to take a moment to realize, like, is this guy right? Or to foster communication, to be like, this guy is making these really hateful things. I want to share it. I want to tell these other people and kind of use that energy to enact change. So in my thought, you know, the video, the hateful people, they weren't watching the video, because the majority of our community, they're great people. And they have different views, and I love that about them. I love that they come from all different walks of life. I love that, you know, you get the conservatives, the liberals, you get the black guys, the white guys, the Asian guys, you get it all. Like, that's what's great about Beard Brand. And the video wasn't a political thing. It wasn't about, you know, whatever current political, I don't even follow politics, so I don't even know like what the political thing would be about it. It was more about like what we deal with at Beard Brand and growing our beards and the journeys and growing your hair, and I talked a lot about like using grooming tools and like hair dryers and masculinities and, you know, the things you do. Like, so much of that is what I've preached and we've preached on the channel for so many years, that I did think it was relevant. I didn't think it wasn't intended to be like a political piece. So after 10 minutes of rambling here on this video, and for anyone who was maybe a little upset at me, and you took the time to watch this video and dive down and get a little bit deeper understanding of what my purpose was and why I did it and why I think it was important to our video, thank you. You know, thank you for opening up your mind and considering what I was thinking about, because you didn't have to do that, and that makes you a better person, maybe than me even. It definitely makes you a wise person, and I think our community really has that. Our community has a lot of awesome people with really unique talents from all around the world. And I've gotten to know some of you guys, and it's just been a joy to me. So I think in the future, if we can get more people trying to spin the conversation to a positive light, it's going to be better. And I've noticed, like, I'm very intimately drawn to the comments on the channel. And I've noticed, like, the less I am able to comment on these negative comments, the more it seems to breed. It's like the silence draws out these negative comments. But when you show that you're involved in the community, that you comment regularly, then people are either more respectful in their comments, or if they have something mean to say, they just don't say it at all. Which, if someone's going to be silent, it needs to be the hateful type of comments. It doesn't need to be the positive, encouraging comments. So, I'm not against different viewpoints. I'm not against, you know, people believing in certain things. I just think there's, like, you don't even have to believe in diversity, right? But if that's something you don't believe in, communicate your message in a thought out way with respect to the alternative person, and maybe you'll be able to, like, win some people over. Maybe you'll be like, no, diversity, that's a terrible thing. We gotta be the same. We gotta be the same, and then the world's gonna be better because we're all the same. And then I'll be like, okay, that's great, we're all the same now. Anyways, I appreciate the walk, guys. Hope all is going well on the other side of the internet. I didn't mean to be too dramatic, because I'm not too much of a dramatic guy, but every once in a while you gotta stick your hand in the hornet's nest. Keep on growing. Until the next time. Cheers. What's up, we got? What's your name?
Ty.
Ty?
Yeah. And Lemuel?
Lemuel?
Lila.
And Lila, who all wanted to be in this video. So,
Yeah.
a little special shout out to you guys.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
All right.